welcome to our channel. I'm Dana.
And I'm Gabby.
And we are Wondersis. Today we are taking you on the journey of exploring the top 5 museums that you can take virtual tours of from home right now. So let's dive right in.
At number 5, we've got the Museum of Modern Art, which is located in Manhattan, New York. Do you want to talk some more about that?
Yeah, so the Museum of Modern Art in New York is doing a really cool thing on their site right now. Instead of just doing the traditional drop-in on a Google Street View or a virtual tour hosted on the site, they're actually hosting a virtual video series where every Thursday they're putting out a new video piece of content on one of the exhibits or collections that they have there in the museum. They have a lot of information, so they take you through what's in the exhibit or collection, and then they have live Q&As, they do some videos with the curators, provide you with some tidbits about the artist, different kinds of things. So really cool, and it's kind of something to keep you coming back to their website every week to see what the new feature is for the week. So go check them out on Thursdays. All right, at number 4, we've got the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History, which we toured a few videos ago for you more in depth. We'll link to that video here, but Gabby's gonna tell us a little bit more about why this is number 4 on our top 5 list.
So this is definitely one of my favorites, which is why I made it onto the list. It's got probably one of the biggest virtual tours that you can take. It's huge, it's 2 levels, and there's so much to see. It's kind of like the Disneyland of virtual museum tours, and that I feel like you probably couldn't accomplish it all in one day. It would take you a couple tries, but there's so much cool information and so many cool exhibits. You'll never get bored out of anything. My personal favorite is going to be the dinosaur area because I really love fossils and things like that, and every piece of information that they have there is just so insanely cool, so it's definitely worthy of being on the top 5 list.
Yes, absolutely. Make sure you check out our video on the Smithsonian with Gabby's favorite piece being the dinosaur. We spent a little bit of time in there, and they have a really cool exhibit of one dinosaur eating another just with their bones, and it's really incredible. I'd never seen anything like it, so make sure you check it out.
And at number 3, we've got the British Museum, which we also did a video on a couple videos ago. That one's going to be in London, and it's super duper cool. Do you want to talk some more about that?
Yeah, so the British Museum is really incredible. They have a blog post, which we examined in our last video about the British Museum, that shows you 11 different ways to have a virtual experience with the British Museum from home. In addition to that, Gabby and I found 2 other ways to kind of show the British Museum, which we included in our past video as well. One of those being the floor plan map from the British Museum that we hyperlinked out to the exact locations of drop-in from Google Street View, because the British Museum, the majority of their tour is through Google Street View, which some people can find a little bit intimidating or difficult to navigate because you have to kind of go back and forth, figure out where you're going, but we made it super simple. They have an audio tour guide that they mention as well, so pairing that map with the audio tour guide, it's almost like you're there and walking through with the little headset. Lots of really cool things to see. They've got a Parthenon exhibit, ancient Egypt sculpture exhibit, all kinds of really neat stuff, so that's why this one was our pick for number 3.
Yes.
Okay, at number 2, we've got the Van Gogh Museum, which is located in Amsterdam. This museum is really incredible. Also, lots of things to see, tons of information that you can find on the art pieces there. And it's about Vincent van Gogh and all of his contemporaries and their artwork, which is really incredible. He is one of the greats, if not the great, that we are taught about. So that's really cool. The tour of the inside of the museum is done through Google Street View, which is a great tool once you figure out how to navigate it. So definitely suggest checking it out. And there are a couple of special features about this museum that we really loved, which is why it made it to number 2 on our list. Gabby's going to tell you a little bit about some of those special features.
So one of my favorites is definitely the area that they have set aside for children's activities and things that you can do according to the Van Gogh Museum. They've got board games, they have worksheets, they've got coloring sheets, and my personal favorite is they have an hyperlink to some QR codes that you can scan to put Van Gogh paintings into your Animal Crossing New Horizons world, so you can make your world look beautiful with Van Gogh paintings. I think that's such a cool option, and it can be great for some of the younger kids that have Animal Crossing, because then they can learn a little bit about Van Gogh while making their world super pretty.
Yeah, really cool. It's definitely a nice way to get your kids motivated about looking at museums online if you're struggling with that. I know my kiddo, who's 10 and plays Animal Crossing, was super excited to learn that there was a museum perk for him and for his Animal Crossing world. So definitely a good way to pull your kids into the art museum virtual tour from home.
Yes. And finally, at number 1, we have the Louvre, which is the world's largest art museum located in France. It's super duper cool, and Dana will talk more about that.
Yeah, so the Louvre is incredible. Even the exterior of the building, I think I could spend a ton of time just out there admiring it, especially at nighttime when the museum is all lit up. There's these glass pyramids outside. It's super, super incredible. But as Gabby mentioned, this is the world's largest art museum, so of course there is a ton to see inside. There are various different ways that you can explore this museum. It's really well organized, super easy to navigate. There are virtual tours. They have each exhibit set aside for you where you can drop into each exhibit separately. Pops up with a little map there so you can make sure you hit every single point on the map inside that one exhibit. There are info buttons along the way that you can click on to learn more about the piece that's on your screen, little magnifying glasses where you can pull up that art piece to fill your entire screen on the computer. So it's a really, really cool way to dive in and see these art pieces. Another really cool feature of the Louvre is they have the Mona Lisa, which is the art piece of art pieces. But they take it one step further so that you can museum from home in a whole new way. They have a full experience with the Mona Lisa as part of their virtual exhibition, which put this museum up and above the top and made it our number 1.
Yes. So that was our top 5 favorite virtual tours of all the museums that we have looked at so far. We wanted to thank you guys for watching, and we hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, and also don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you can get notifications whenever we post. All of our social media links are going to be in the description down below, so be sure to follow so you never miss a travel video.
Yeah, we'd love to connect with you guys, get to know you better. We'd love your suggestions on where to go next. Also, how do you feel about our top 5? Did we hit all of the virtual museums that you expected, or is there something we missed that we should have considered? Let us know down in the comments below. We look forward to hearing from you. Until next time, bye everybody.
Bye.